Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Joan C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Appalachian State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Clark wants to throw. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Farrell. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Send the tight end in motion.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Finds a man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark to fire. Going for the big play. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. The screen, and watch out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Clark wants to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The sure hands, it's fired. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, App State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Might be calling a hot route. Snapped it in the shotgun. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Markham. Knocked off his feet. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's caught downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
With the catch, it's Smith. Got room at the 35. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Buying some time. He's going to take off. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're testing the right side here. Running to Green. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. 1st and 10. Clark to fire. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They go to the ground. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They send the tight end in motion. The give on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Clark wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. Breaks into the open. Sweet spin. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Goes to the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. They go to the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Clark to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Marshall! And the route is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, App State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Looking for an open area to his left. Tight end finds a soft spot. Bounced off his feet. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! And the pummeling has started. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 15 to Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on...
Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A third down try for the offense. Clark wants to throw. Here's a heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they just...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it out fast. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 5-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Clark to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
With the catch, it's Farrell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The run to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.
Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to...
Touchdown, Marshall! punishment has been extended. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He's going to run it. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They're dealing with a second and long. Clark wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The give to the back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,